Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Dungeon Boss rune crafting series. Today we're looking at a couple of quick rune comparisons. We're going to look at the Ultra runes today. The reason I'm doing this video is by a request to see what the final stats look like on the Ultra runes in order to see if they're worth crafting. If you are not familiar with the Ultra runes, or at least that terminology, there are currently 4 of them, and they're at the bottom of each of these colors here. They are the Incineration, they are the Survivor, the Guardian, and the Corruption. Those are the 4 current Ultra runes. There currently is not a nature one right now. I expect that will probably drop with the next major event that comes up, if I had to guess. So we don't have too much to actually go over today. I'm going to show you the actual runes, and we're going to talk about how they stack up comparatively speaking, as well as the cost. Just so you know, when you do these Ultra runes, when you craft the superior one, it is a stock 2200 for the entire craft, which will give you superior legendary. So you don't have to worry about tuning or anything like that, but it does require corrupted hearts. It does require other materials. So the true cost of this, if you don't have any of these materials, might be somewhere more in the neighborhood of, let's say, 2500 runes. But without further ado, let's get into the actual runes themselves. Typically speaking, these are the best runes in the game, save for the elite runes that just came out. But comparatively speaking, that's what we want to actually look at. So we'll pull up Grognog first because he's got 2 of mine. He has a Survivor rune, which is defense of 567 and 284, which gives you a total defense of over 800. This is going to be about 851, it looks like, 41 or 51, but basically very high in terms of defense. Comparatively speaking, when we consider defensive rune, typically most people consider the Bulwark. Superior Bulwark, 489 and 255. That gives us 744. So there's 100 defense difference between the Survivor rune and a Superior Bulwark. So advantage definitely goes to Survivor rune for sure. It's much better rune in my opinion. On top of that, Survivor rune has the cleansing regeneration as well as a health buff. Very good rune. In my opinion, this is probably the best rune in the game if I had to pick one. Incineration Rune is an attack rune. It has 625 and 312 as far as attack goes. Very superior to the superior power rune. If we look at the power rune, I gotta look to see who's got one. Stand by. Actually, no, I don't need to look at a power rune per se. If we look at a superior champion rune, that's not a good one. Sorry. Superior duelist, for example. These superior duelist runes are basically the best attack runes in the game as far as an attack standpoint. These here are better than the power runes. A power rune will not get you up over 900. It will usually yield about 850. So if this is currently the best you can get for attack, you'll want to consider using the Incineration instead. The trade-off for this, obviously, you're looking at the 4th stat situation. 4th stat for the Incineration gives you Burning Touch, but a lot of times that doesn't work very well. It only works on basic attacks, and there's a lot of reports of it being broken. So take that with a grain of salt, if you will, if you want to try and risk getting a 4th stat on any other type of a rune, or if you just want to take the stock ones from a PvP rune, like the champion one here, you can get some extra bonus damage that way. Alright, so we covered both offense and defense. We can just look at the other 2 runes then. Again, with the defense, the Guardian rune has 567 and 284, which puts you over 800 defense, which is as high as you can get in the game. In my opinion, this is the 2nd best rune in the entire game because it has damage reduction as well, and you start with buffed up defense. Lastly, the Corruption rune is probably the least popular of the ones here. Let's go find my bird here. There she is. So, Corruption Rune has Disease Touch, which is like Incineration Rune with the Fire Touch. Doesn't quite work that often and only on basic attacks, but it gives you a whopping 937 attack here, which is as high as attack as you can get in the game, pretty much, save for maybe an Elite Power Rune. But I haven't seen the full stats on those yet. So those are the 4 Ultra Runes and what their endgame stats are. I do not have any of the greater variations of these. So if you're looking at crafting graders instead, I'm not going to be the source for that information. In fact, I don't even recommend that you craft the graders. Save your Corrupted Hearts for the superiors and leave the graders as is. You can easily get other superior runes that would probably be better than the greater runes. So don't waste the Corrupted Hearts on something that you don't need. You want to use those at the end game content. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. If there's another type of a rune you'd like to see, just drop a comment below and then we will go forward from there. Other than that, we'll see you again next time for our tower guide. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please show your continued support by hitting that like button, and be sure to check out both my YouTube channels for new content all the time. And always remember, peace is a lie, there's only passion. We'll see you next time.